After Kalonzo threatened to quit, will it have any impact within the coalition?
Well, it would be desirable to have Kalonzo in Azimio, because that says that the Kombani vote is locked for the bloc. Because Ngilu is in, Kevuda is in, most of the leadership in Lower Eastern is in. Kalonzo is still in Azimio, because that agreement says you cannot get out of it 6 months before the election or even 3 months after the election. The reason for that is because in the event of a runoff, you cannot then pledge your allegiance to the other formation. So I believe Kalonzo is in Azimio to stay voluntarily. He's not being forced by anyone. I also know the principals in Azimio have agreed in principle. If he should want to quit or to run as a presidential candidate on a Wiper ticket, they have no problem with that. And I am told, he has been told as much. So, as far as we're concerned, he's in Azimio to stay. As far as I'm concerned, he's free to run. Remember, Kalonzo went to Jacaranda and he said he's supporting Raila Amolo Odinga for the third time, unconditionally. Meaning he had no condition to support Raila. So to try and say he's going to run away from Azimio because he was not named as Raila's running mate, despite his sense of entitlement, he must be honest with himself and with the Kenyans, whom he told he's happy to support Raila Odinga unconditionally.
So, by the fact that he wants out, and you're saying that he cannot do that before 6 months before the election, and 3 months after. How is that going to pan out? Because does that mean that his political career is in question, and again, it might...
They can get Kalonzo onto their side. Obviously, it makes their work easier. Right now, the contest in Ukambani would be between Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga, depending on what side Kalonzo is on. But if he decides to run, then Kalonzo also now becomes another factor. Kalonzo running it alone realistically cannot win this election. You need more than just your own community to win this election. In 2007, if Kalonzo had decided to stick with either or, Mwai Kibaki or Raila Amolo Odinga, probably would not have had the dispute that led to the post-election violence. The result would have been beyond doubt, beyond contest. If he had put his weight with Raila, the Kibaki side would not have contested it. If he had put it with Kibaki, the result would have been done. So to a certain extent, although he much later came to help us resolve the post-election violence, primarily it was him standing alone which caused that undecided outcome, which caused the post-election violence. Battle for the mountain is no longer about Ruto and Raila. It's about Rigathi, Gachagua, and Martha Karua. And the people of Mount Kenya are asking themselves, who can best represent our interests in the next dispensation now that Uhuru Kenyatta is not on the ballot? And they are finding between Rigathi and Martha Karua, the fighter for the community, the protector for the community, the person who can best take care of their interests is Martha Karua. And these guys knew that. That's why they were trying to push Kalonzo for us. We never, ever attempted to suggest to them who they can make their running mate. But they were very busy scheming to have us make Kalonzo the running mate in Azimio. Have you ever had your competitor fielding for you who to play in the game?
It's dangerous move.
Interesting. Yeah?
And then again on this Kalonzo, the issue, they claim that the position that he was offered, the chief minister...
Here you're dealing with the legal. That's the legal position. There is also the political. And politically, because this is a coalition of the willing, if he's not willing to remain in the coalition, the other coalition partners are quite happy to let him have his way. One Kenya Alliance, in fact, remember, they made us change from Azimio la Umoja to Azimio One Kenya to accommodate the One Kenya Alliance. Now, remember, the One Kenya Alliance had people like Matakarua. It had people like Gideon Moi. It had people like Cyrus Jirongo. You know, it's had Musalia Mudavadi. It even had Moses Wetangula. Now, those two have gone to Kenya Kwisha. These are the three have stuck with Azimio. So it's really up to him. In fact, Mother Karua comes from the One Kenya Alliance. So technically, One Kenya Alliance has been given their fair share in this arrangement to produce the running mate. It does not have to be Kalonzo Musyoka.